Imagine you have a pattern of consistently chasing people, attracting avoidant people, over pleasing, over giving. But now I want you to imagine you wake up one day. One fine day, you just wake up and you have a new sense of reality where you are no longer chasing anyone. You are no longer attracting these avoidant people. You don't even feel attracted towards all these people. But beyond that, you feel mentally relieved. You feel mentally calm, quieter, and you have a new sense of peace in your life. Now, this is exactly what one of my clients went through. I want you to look at her testimonial. Now, if you observe her testimonial, you're going to realize something very important over here. That is the way she is feeling after healing. And all of this is the very first day of my high value love identity program after our very first session of healing. This is what she is experiencing with her reality. She feels like she has overcome her OCD. She feels quite calm and her subconscious mind is quieter and she is no longer attracted to her avoidant person that she was consistently chasing. Now, this is where I want to bring your focus on something that is very underrated and not spoken about on the internet. That is how you feel once you have healed. Now, in a lot of my client testimonial videos, I usually dive deep into how their relationship with their parent was between the ages of 1 to 9 and how healing that restores their high value love identity and they become a magnet for long-term sustainable relationship. But in this video, we're going to touch on that briefly a bit later. But I want to focus on something very different in this video. That is, how do you feel after you have healed? Now, this is where I want you to understand something that you might not even be able to grasp onto completely at this particular time, but I want you to have certain idea about it. That is, you have lived your life with a lot of mental stress, or maybe you have an anxious attachment style and you live a life where you feel anxious, and being anxious is your normal. That is something that you feel quite normalized with. Your nervous system has normalized being anxious or stressed. Now, this is where I want you to reflect on this client's testimonial because this is very important. Once you heal, you unlock a version of your identity that feels calm, quieter, and that feels at peace, and that is no longer attracted to love that is not available. This is something you might have not experienced in your reality because due to your subconscious conditioning between the ages of 1 to 9, you have been primed to live a life with a stressed nervous system. And you have no idea how to live a normal, calm, peaceful, loving life. Now, to give you the perspective of how I have helped this client, it's not me who have helped her to unlock this. Imagine you have a supercomputer at your home. However, you have no idea how to operate that supercomputer or the capabilities of what this supercomputer could do for you. So all you do is you maybe watch some movies or listen to some sad songs, and after using that computer, you feel sad because you're listening to sad songs, maybe you're watching sad movies, or you're doing something like that. What I do in my high value love identity program is I teach you how to operate this particular supercomputer. And I teach you the capabilities of this supercomputer. And once you get a hold of how powerful this supercomputer is and what it can do for you, how it can completely change your life around, and you start working with that, you suddenly start changing your entire reality just by understanding how to operate this supercomputer. Now, this supercomputer is your subconscious mind. And a lot of you have no idea how to operate this supercomputer. Now, I have good news and I have bad news. So let's start with the bad news first. The bad news is not a lot of you will experience this magical shift in your reality, or you will not learn how to operate this supercomputer. Now, why is that? The reason is a lot of you do not even believe in the capabilities of this supercomputer or your subconscious mind. Now, if you do not believe in it, you will never even try to learn how to operate that. If you do not believe in it, you will consistently keep your subconscious mind stuck with whatever version of reality that you are living in. Because beliefs are self-fulfilling prophecies. And if you do not believe that you can be healed, you cannot be healed. Maybe I can heal you for time being, but your subconscious belief will override all the healing because you do not believe that you can be healed. This is why a lot of my content on the internet is all about shifting your belief. Because if you can shift your belief that you can be healed, you can unlock a new version of your identity that attracts love, harmony into your reality, you will experience that. Now, that is the bad news, that a lot of you will not be able to experience that shift in your reality. And that is one of the biggest reasons that to enroll people into my high value love identity program, I offer a free mini therapy session. Now, this free mini therapy session is my way of assessing if I feel convinced that you have an absolute belief that this program is going to work out for you. Because if you have an absolute belief that this program will work out for you, it will definitely work out for you. And you have seen a lot of client testimonials that they have experienced the shift in their reality. But oftentimes I refuse people during this free mini therapy session. Now, I feel sad about it, but there's not much I can do about it, because if you have a limiting belief that this program might not work for you, it will not work for you, because your belief decide if you will experience that shift or not. And if I sense that you have a limiting belief, I naturally just avoid enrolling you into my high value love identity program. No hard feelings, because my program comes with a money back guarantee. That means you either get the result or you get your money back. Now let's talk about the good news. The good news is, if you feel that you are ready for transformation, your subconscious mind will transform instantly. Now, the best way I can tell you is you can try my Instant Heartbreak Healing Mastery course, which is absolutely free. But in this course, I help you understand how your subconscious mind works and how healing can be instant. And there is a hypnosis in this 90-minute course where you will experience an instant shift. And once you take this course, you will understand how powerful your subconscious mind is. And only once you feel like, yes, now I have an absolute belief that I can be healed, only then you can focus on enrolling into my high value love identity program. But if this course doesn't work out for you, then my high value love identity program is not for you. Now, let me brief you on this client's history. She had a very avoidant father, and she had a very anxious mother who kept chasing her father. Now, that is something that I have observed with a lot of different clients, that this theme actually plays out in their life. Now, due to which she had an anxious attachment style. She was overly giving, overly pleasing, and she lacked self-worth, self-esteem, self-confidence. And that made her a magnet for attracting avoidant partners who would make her chase her and who would demand a lot from her and who would make her feel like she's not good enough. Now, in addition to all of this, she also had a severe OCD. And to be honest with you, I never coached her on how to heal her OCD. The only thing that I helped her heal is her father wound and her mother wound. The moment I helped her heal her father wound and her mother wound, she realized she can use the same technique to heal her OCD, and she tried it out. Now, I want you to observe something. It's the belief that is kicking in, and she was able to heal her OCD as well. Now she's experiencing a new version of reality. But more than that, if you observe, she just instantly moved on from the avoidant person that she was chasing in her life. That's how fast healing is. If you understand how to operate your supercomputer, which is your subconscious mind, you can heal anything in less than 2 to 3 minutes if you understand how to operate your subconscious mind. Now, that is exactly what I help you unlock in High Value Love Identity program. I teach you how to instantly heal your subconscious mind, remove your subconscious blockages, your father wound, your mother wound, and learn the art of influence through communication and conversational hypnosis. Because when you combine these two things together, you become an irresistible magnet for anyone who is looking for healthy, long-term, sustainable relationship, and you end up attracting long-term, healthy, sustainable relationship. So I hope that this video helps you understand the power of your belief. If you believe that something is going to happen, it is going to happen. Now, if that belief is negative, that's bad for you. But if that belief is positive, it can benefit you. It can completely transform your life. So do check out my Instant Heartbreak Healing Mastery course. I'll see you guys in the next video. Up until then, stay happy, stay blessed, and remember the power of your belief. Bye-bye.